Hello, my friends. It's Darren. I'm out running around taking care of errands, cruising with the cop down, or the top down actually, no cops involved, and enjoying the beautiful weather here in Southern California. So I wanted to upload another video today as I promised. Uh, some of you may have seen the video that I taped last night where I was going out at 10 o'clock to work out at the gym even though I didn't feel like it, and yes, I went ahead and completed that workout and I was glad that I did afterwards. So today I wanted to talk to you a little bit more about being successful, getting what you want in life, making achievements. Now what I'm going to discuss with you, I did not create, this is not my invention. A lot of people have proposed these sort of things before. Possibly this will be something new to you, and if so, that's good, and hopefully it will be very helpful to you and eye-opening. If you have heard it before, it's stuff that bears repeating. It's good to review these things and get a little shot in the arm in case you haven't been doing what you need to do. So what I want to talk about today is goal setting. Now, you've probably heard people all your life talk about goals and setting goals, and perhaps it made sense to you, but maybe you never really knew how to properly implement it. So it is important to have a clear picture of what you want to achieve. Okay, and you need to be very specific. A lot of people say, well, someday I'm going to have a house, or someday I'm going to have my own business. Someday I'm going to give up my 9-to-5 job because I'm going to be making money from my side gig. Someday I'm going to lose all of this weight that I've put on as a middle-aged adult. Okay. That's not quite good enough. You need to be specific. So what I recommend to you is that you write down your goals and put a date on them, because a goal without a date is really just a dream. So here's what I would recommend that you do. Write down, by such and such date, I have this, as an example. So in other words, you're going to speak in, or write in first person. You're not going to say, I will have, or I'm going to get. You're going to write it as though it's already true, as though it's already happened. So by July 31st, I'm going to have $10,000 in my bank account. See, that's something very specific and concrete. You can, of course, set short-term goals, medium-term goals, and long-term goals. By June 30th, 2020, I am going to own $1 million business. That's something very concrete. It's very important to do this, and don't just think about it, don't just say it to yourself, write it down, and don't even type it. We're all used to typing things on computers or using our thumbs on our phones. There's something special about the act of physically writing something down that affects us psychologically. Now, once you do that, you want to review those goals often. Every day, several times a day. I like to say that you should make it a healthy obsession. Hopefully whatever your goal is something that's healthy or good for you. And you want to make sure that you have some health goals as well as financial goals or any other kind of goals. If you're dealing with a sick, unhealthy body, it's going to affect your mind, it's going to affect your energy level, it's going to affect your enthusiasm, it's going to affect everything about your life. I'm not going to go too much into health and fitness right now. There are a number of different ways to tackle that, and everyone has a different situation, and of course everyone needs to seek a healthcare professional, especially if they have not been active for quite some time. So anyway, you're going to write down your goals, you're going to make them very specific, you're going to set a deadline, and you're going to write them in present tense as though you have already achieved them. And each day as you read over these goals, you are going to visualize yourself doing the things you will do when you've achieved these goals. And you can do this several times a day. Like I say, make it a healthy obsession. Another thing that you can do once you've done that is to create a journal. You can get a simple little composition book like this at a dollar store, and every night before you go to bed, hold yourself accountable. Write down all the things that you did that day to move you towards achieving your goals. Hold yourself accountable. It's very easy to think about things and, oh, I'm going to do this someday, and oh, that would be nice. If you literally write down your goals, set a deadline, imagine yourself doing the things you're going to do when you accomplish those goals, and then hold yourself accountable every night by writing down the steps you took that day to move towards your goals, I think you're going to find it very powerful, and you're going to have a much greater chance of success. Another thing that you can do, and you can do this once a day, twice a day, is take the time to write down your ideal life as though everything you want has already happened and you are already that person who lives that life. You can start out writing, I have a wonderful life, and then list all the reasons why. You can write things about your relationships with your wife and family and friends. You can write about what type of business you have, how much money it's making, how many people you're helping on a daily, monthly, annual basis. You can talk about how you're able to make contributions to charities and people in need because of your success. You can talk about specific goals that you have achieved in your business or in fitness. You can write about all the things that you have, things that you've always wanted that may have been elusive up until now. Write it all down. Don't hold back. Put anything you want in there. What's it going to hurt? See, by doing this, by writing down your goals and reviewing them every day, by writing down your ideal lifestyle, well, hello again. Got a phone call from the wife right in the middle of making the video. Hopefully I will be able to edit this together in a manner that it makes sense to you. Anyway, what I was talking about is writing out your ideal life and not holding back, letting your imagination soar, imagining that you have everything you could possibly want in your life, and writing it all down. Okay? Talking about the goals that you've achieved, talking about all of the material things that you've been able to buy, talking about the wonderful relationships that you have with wife, family, friends, and associates. Talking about how many people you help every year, talking about being able to contribute money to charities and those in need, if that's the goal that you have, talking about reaching some of your health and fitness goals. Put it all there. It doesn't cost you anything. Only you have to see it. You do it on a regular basis. Start to see yourself as the person that you want to become. Start to imagine that success as reality. And that's going to be very helpful to you. Now, I've talked about writing down your goals every day and having a clear idea of where it is you're going and when. Something that can be extremely helpful, especially if you still have, the so-called 9-to-5 job, or if you're going out every day, is to actually write down those goals on a small card that you can keep in your pocket or your handbag or whatever it is that you have. And looking at it several times a day. You can be in your cubicle and feeling a bit frustrated. Pull out your goal card and look at it. And you can have several goal cards. You can have goal cards for different things. You can have goal cards for financial goals, goal cards for health and fitness goals. So you can have something just like this. Okay. Now I physically wrote on there with pen. I have several of these and I found them very useful. So again, don't type these out. Physically write it out. These have a date on there, a specific goal, and you can do that too. Now some of you are saying, well, that's a nice idea, Darren, but where do I get little cards like that? Well, I've come through for you. I have a nice little surprise to you, or for you. If you go to my website, iknowsecrets.com, I actually have an article there dealing also with goals and getting what you want in your life. And there's a free download there where you can download cards in this format. Absolutely free. Look in the description below this video and I will have a link to it. No strings attached. I would recommend that you get these cards laminated, or else they may not last too long, especially if you're putting them in your pocket, taking them out several times a day. So, of course, I can't provide the lamination for you. You'll have to figure that out. But now you have a plan of action to become more successful in your life. You know what to do, and you're even going to have these little cards to take with you everywhere you go. You can get a journal like that. Hold yourself accountable. Every night before you go to bed, write down the things you did that day to achieve your goals. Do this for 30 days, and you will probably be very surprised at the changes you see in your life. Now, of course, if you're not used to setting goals, if you're not used to holding yourself accountable, this may be a bit difficult for you. But the fact that something is difficult doesn't mean that you shouldn't do it. Just keep doing it until it becomes a part of you. So, I've said what I have to say for today. I am now going to finish running my errands, getting the things at the grocery store that the wife says she needs. So, I will see you tomorrow. Remember to like and subscribe to my channel. If you like the content, there's a lot more good stuff on the way. I'll be doing some demonstrations for you, some reviews, and giving you a lot more information that will hopefully be very helpful to you. So until tomorrow, have a great day.